I'm Ryan Benson.
I'm Josh Lewis.
I'm Dylan Boyd.
And we are the Pop Culturists. Now, a massive thing has happened to the gaming culture in Australia. After 10 years...
We launched our YouTube channel.
Woo! After 10 years of production, the ABC has called quits and cancelled Good Game.
Fuck you, mate.
So Good Game being the only show on Australian television that showed... It was the tagline being, by gamers, for gamers. Mm-hmm. It was all about finding and showing games in a more mature adult light.
Yeah.
It was really cool. So it started, I've been watching it for about 8 years. That's probably closer to 9, maybe. I think I first started watching just when I started university. Yeah. When I came out of high school, I'm like, fucking games are cool, man.
So from what I read, the reasons that ABC put forward, or one of them at least, was how gamers consume their media has changed.
Which is true.
Which is very true. And, but Good Game were never that kind of new gaming news show. It was just, here's a cool game, we're playing it, and here's info about it and stuff.
So this is where it gets interesting.
Which is essentially what you get on YouTube anyway from a fucking bunch of people.
This is where it gets interesting. Yeah, so YouTube, so Good Game had the regular Good Game, which would be on Tuesday nights on ABC2. Then they had Good Game Spawn Point. What the? There's a beard. You're losing beard hair.
Put it back in.
And they had Good Game Spawn Point on Saturday nights. That was their kids show, which is still continuing.
Yes.
And then last year they put out Good Game Pocket, which was their YouTube show, which was phenomenal. So they cancelled Good Game and they cancelled Pocket. They also had another YouTube channel called Well Played, which is all about esports, and that got cancelled.
So it's not the whole team is no longer not with ABC.
No, so a handful of people did left. So Hex, who
left for dead.
So Hex left. She was the main female host for the regular Good Game, and then Nick Boy, who was the host for Pocket.
Yep.
He left as well, and rumour has it they're both gone to do a gaming show on Channel 7.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that came out this morning.
Oh. Yeah. But good old Barjo's sticking to it.
Barjo's sticking around, so him and another girl whose name's Rad, the two of them are doing...
Wait, do you mean like her name's really cool? Or her name is Rad?
Her name is Rad.
Okay, leave it like Rad.
She's got
a red name. What is it?
I don't know what it is, but... Because they all go by their gamer tags in the show.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting, because it's tough for me, because I was thinking about it yesterday and this morning as well. Like, that game has literally been something I've watched, consumed for 8 years. Mm-hmm. And then with Good Game Pocket, it's something I watched literally every day.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, I spent the last 2 weeks being like, when's Pocket coming back? Every day, when I check my nightly YouTube checks, I'm like, when's Good Game Pocket coming back? Oh, man.
Yeah, because, if you're probably very similar to me. Like, you've got all your subscriptions and you know what day what drops.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like your TV schedule, but it's YouTube. Like, I know on Monday there's going to be a new Jimquisition. That kind of stuff. Like, I know the days of the shows I want to watch come out. So to go onto your YouTube channel and your subscriptions and go, you get ready, you get your food, you get your drink. I'm going to watch the Pocket.
Because I can watch it on my TV.
And it's like, oh. So for a few days, it's like come back. But then after a week, it's like, what is going on? And the panic starts to set, and then you weep deep inside.
But it
does suck though. But with what you said with the rumor that Hex and Nick Boy are going to do a show on Channel 7, that's interesting. Because as far as I'm sorry to keep you interrupting, but as far as I'd be aware, like mainstream Australian TV, Channel 7, 9, 10, don't give a fuck about our industry.
No.
Or the industry, like the gaming industry as a whole. Like, they don't care.
But do you think that's
going
to cause issues? Like, the thing that I like watching, I didn't really like Good Game the show. Maybe it's because I saw this Saturday Kids one.
Yeah.
But I thought it was just very, light fluff. Like, we're Australians, we like games, yay! And I never brought any credibility into it.
That'd be Spawn Point then.
Yeah, so that's probably what I saw. It was a weekend. And then you showed me the Pocket show. Yeah. And being here a lot, watching episode after episode.
When you live with me, it's like...
Exactly.
Yeah.
You spread the schedules out. So seeing Nick Boy do his thing, and his interaction with his co-host and his... What's his name?
Oh, he's John.
He's John.
Yeah, so they had their little. So Nick Boy was like a team of 3 people, and one of the guys was always off to the side editing videos. His name's John. He's sort of quiet, sort of just quite bigger dude. He's like Dylan.
Yeah. In the corner.
He's in the corner doing just keeping himself. Yeah.
But that was more of like a real one. Because it was on YouTube, they could kind of swear, just tell it more as it is. Not so much like presenting, as in just having a conversation, but being, good, presentable people.
Yeah.
So going on to like a main channel like Channel 7, is it going to get watered down and be more of that scripted kind of...
I think it's
censored?
I think they know what they're doing. And I reckon they could, like, Nick Boy, at least on his own or whatever... could like get onto YouTube and Patreon and start that whole thing. Like he's got the following, he's got the charisma, he's got the know-how. Like I could see him getting onto YouTube, and because now most people kind of doing what we do, like Patreon is the income and not the YouTube ads. Like I would subscribe to him on Patreon, not only to see like to just to support him because he's a cool dude and I enjoy watching his stuff.
Definitely.
And I'm sure a lot of Australians feel the same.
See I think it's a very silly idea for ABC to pull the plug on Good Game, especially if by the sounds of it, I listened to an interview today on ABC Radio with Janet Carr, who was the producer and creator of Good Game. And she talked about how it looks like they sort of knew about them going off to another show for a while. So it wasn't like a rash decision. They sort of knew towards the end of last year. And as a result, ABC was sort of weighing what they would do. And then as a result, they decided to pull the show. Or shows.
Do you think that might be a move out of, like, maybe respect?
I don't know.
You guys are this show. It can't continue. It won't be the same show without you guys doing it.
I think we can get to that. But, it's very interesting that they pulled the plug. You would think... Man, we have a competitor on Channel 7. Let's do it bigger and better. You know what I mean? But the difference is, the ABC doesn't have a lot of funding. It never has. And with the government that we have now, they are pulling more funding again and again. So the Channel 7 show will have that advantage of being able to do advertising and, sort of paid content. Because paid content's a dirty word when it comes to video games, which is weird. But with the ABC, you had to be impartial. You had to be... It's like when we did community radio. Yep. We were legally not allowed to say, you should go and buy this.
Yep.
Because we couldn't as part of the rules. And ABC exactly the same. So it's really difficult for them to review games, I guess, in that way. And I think they'll have that advantage at Channel 7. But...
I don't want to see this show on normal TV.
I do.
I'm
curious.
Whatever it's going to be, maybe it's because of the way I consume my gaming. Like ABC said, us gamers get our news from elsewhere now, which is basically saying YouTube. Like that's where we go. There's so many personalities on there, like us, because we're awesome. That I don't know. Just the thought of seeing the show on mainstream TV, I don't really know how it'll go because anyone older than us, like in the next generation up, won't want to watch that on Channel 7. And anyone in our demographic or younger goes to YouTube. So who are they going to be trying to pull in with this show?
I'm just thinking there's two things about it. The complexity of being home to watch it. I know that they've got like 10 play and whatever the 7 equivalent is. So you can watch it after on
the internet.
Yeah, for a week or so.
Yeah.
But I imagine they won't be going uploaded to YouTube, so you won't be able to rewatch things.
Why not though?
Because there'd be advertising copyright if it was 7 things. You don't see full shows. That's why they've got these kind of
little segments on there. But
they've got these kind of locked periods where you can only watch it on a channel for a certain
they
amount of
did
time.
that with the ABC. They would have the full show and they'd have it cut up as well. There are a bunch of there's a bunch of shows that do that.
But full episodes for seasons on.
I think it could be because what's the difference? They're still making the show. I think as long as they can still put ad revenue on there, so they can still get money some way. I don't see it being a damaging thing. I think it's a good thing. I think it adds a bit of legitimacy to what we do. Because one of the big when someone says, "Oh, there's a video game show," it's like, "Oh, it's on ABC." It's like, yeah, old people. There's a stigma that old people watch ABC. You know what I mean?
I have a stigma too. Is when I sit back and think about these big channel executives, I think grumpy old men. That's just what I see. Who don't? Who do not get. Who don't?
No,
get it.
I think that's ABC. I think by them cancelling every show but the child show, shows what they think of games. It shows that they think games are for kids.
No, I don't think it does.
Well, because they've changed leadership recently. Like the same person that originally approved, or the same board that originally approved Good Game 10 years ago, not the same people now. You know what I mean? So I think by them going, let's cut everything but the kid show says something. Maybe not intentionally, but it says something. And then by going on, like, you know, it potentially makes sense that, like, look, we lost Hex, we lost Nick Boy, we shouldn't keep the show going. But they still had Barjo. Barjo's been there for 8 of those 10 years. You know what I mean? Hex has been there for 5, 6 maybe? Like, she's been there for a long time, but she's not one of the key hosts. Like, when the show started, it was 2 guys, Junglist and Kapowski. Kapowski left, Barjo came in, and it's been Barjo ever since. Like, Junglist left, he got booted in a very controversial situation, and then Hex came in.
But is it going to turn into like cross promotion? Like they're going to water it down and be like, "Hey, look, the guys are on My Kitchen Rules tonight, and let's look at the latest Nintendo Wii game."
I think you're making assumptions, and I don't think that would be the case. I have a feeling
I'm just worried it would be.
I have a feeling that these two people, like, you know, Hex and Nick Boy, would at least have some sort of integrity in what they do. You know, because they've clearly been poached, right? So they can't be like, "Hey, you know, come through." You know, there's a reason they pulled these guys, right?
Yeah, but it could also be, here's a ridiculous amount of money for you guys to come over.
With Australian TV, there is no such thing as ridiculous money.
Well, there is.
But I think they have more freedom on ABC, or definitely YouTube. I'm worried they're going to lose that freedom.
Because now, one thing that's happening over the internet now is everyone's like, "Bring Good Game back, bring it back," which is it's kind of, that's conflicting for me.
Don't need to.
Oh, the arrogance. No, I think it's conflicting for me because, yeah, even if they bring it back, you're not going to get Nick Boy and Hex back. Period. So like, what people have been like, bring it back. It's not what the good game that they love will not come back.
You're just selling Barjo up, like saying
No.
Now you're like, we don't want to see Barjo.
If Nick Boy's not there, then we don't want to see
the show itself has always been 2 people. It's like, I'm just passionate. Like, it was always, you know, when it was Barjo and Junglist, right? And then Junglist got evicted. He got kicked out, replaced with Hex. Like, there was when people went fucking ballistic, right? And like the ratings hit for a while. You know, so like, it's kind of like there's clearly a dynamic here in this show that works, and why would they change it? So like, rather than change it and have that problem again, it's just sort of like, well,
it's not ABC changing the format of the shows. They lost 2 of their main hosts and they've gone, fuck.
Or they've used that as a reason, because once again, this is something they talk about in that.
Sounds very conspiratorial.
Funny enough,
conspiratorial.
I don't know how to use it.
In the ABC radio show I listened to today, talking with the creator, the host was talking about how there is this weird sort of conspiracy theory behind it all, No, because like you did. He's like, the internet's gone fucking ballistic. Where everyone's talking about, everyone's been like, it's all an inside
That's why ABC's scared of the internet, because you guys are going on, yeah. And
they talk about all this sort of stuff.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
You know? And Janet sort of talks about it being this whole way of like, look, it could be a couple of different reasons, because she stepped away from it about 5 months ago. She's like, look, maybe, you know, the ABC's always strapped for funding. Maybe they thought this was, as you said, this is the swan song. We did a big 10-year anniversary show. Maybe it's had its time, and we can use the funding that we put here to something else. Because, you know, once again, government funded. It's not.
Because for all we know about that show, we don't know the ratings or the sponsorship or the money.
There is no sponsor. You can't.
Yeah, exactly. Or the whatever money it could or did not bring in. Like, we don't know the financials of it. So, you know, maybe it could just plain and simple be a business decision.
Yeah.
We've lost our 2 main hosts. It's not going to be cost efficient for us to continue the show or to get any hosts or whatever and go, they just had 10 years. It's done.
Yeah.
No conspiracy, no nothing, just a pure business decision.
I kind of feel it might just be that.
Yeah. Simple
and
as
everyone's
that.
sort of getting a bit
simple
uppity.
as that.
But at the same time, like, I understand why.
But yeah, I understand. Yeah, why
it sounds dumb. I feel like people are hurting, and it makes sense. Like, all jokes aside, like I've been watching this show for 8 years. Like, what Good Game is inspiration to what this has become. You know, without them, I would. Yeah, there's a couple of points in time that from like Good Game being very key.
Get your
Short answer is we would not be doing what we're doing if I didn't have Good Game as an inspiration when I was moving up in industry things. You know what I mean? Like, watching Good Game made me think, man, fuck, maybe I could sort of do something like a panel show or whatever. And then when I started watching... Shut up. When we started watching Pocket, like, I was getting more... Like, I'm like, maybe we should do more things. Like, every little thing I watched from them gave me that love creative vibe, and I've tried to funnel that into here.
So say thank you to Good Game.
So very much thank you, Good Game.
Thank you.
8 years of just awesome stuff, and thanks to Good Game Pocket, a year's worth of awesome YouTube stuff.
I'm just sad that it's like spending time with friends. Like when a sitcom ends and you're not going to see those people ever again. Like having Nick Boy in your home talking to you, you catch up with him every day to hear the news, and then when you say he hasn't been here for a week, like he's out of your life now. Like I want to catch up and see what he's doing. What is he talking about? What does he think of
What's
this?
happening
What's
in
his
his life
opinion
right
on that?
now? Yeah.
Exactly. So it's kind of left a hole. I think for Australia.
Look, in terms of ramifications for what it means for the game culture in Australia is pretty big. I think the ripple effect from that will be pretty huge. I don't think
it's big in a way, but not in a negative way. Like you said, if this show is going to happen on Channel 7, it's big in a this is changing the landscape for our industry.
But until
is Channel 7 still on?
I don't know it's still a thing.
Maybe it's free to air TV still a thing.
Maybe it'll run after Home and Away.
I think as long as they sort of go digital as well, won't be a problem.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's just wait and see. There's no conspiracy. Just chill out and watch our stuff until Good Game come back.
So
and
much,
you can go back over there.
So much smugness.
I'm trying to help.
Don't worry, the ABC has still got the bill, still got reruns around the twist. Watch a Ramjet and Count Duckula on.
And what's that show that Paw Patrol, is that an ABC thing? Seems like an
Peppa
ABC.
Pig.
Peppa Pig.
Yeah,
that Peppa Pig money.
Go kind of thing.
Woo! I'm Ryan Besson.
I'm Josh.
I'm John Boyd.
Thank you, Good Game.